Loomian Legacy used to have Pokemon assets in their game back in 2020. Let's talk about what happened. In brief, the soundtrack that Loomian Legacy used for a year in Cheshire Town was actually the same soundtrack that Pokemon uses for a specific place in Pokemon X and Y. Why did this happen? How did Loomian Legacy realize this? And most importantly, what did Loomian Legacy do about this? Let's dive into it. Why did Loomian Legacy use a soundtrack from Pokemon given its history with the game? Well, it all begins with the release of Pokemon Brick Bronze. Pokemon Brick Bronze was released on October of 2015, and with the release of the game, they released all the way up to the first gym in Sylvan City. The release of the game included Cheshire Town, which was the first place you visited in the game after leaving Midas Town. Upon entering Cheshire Town, this is the music that played. Back then, Loomian Legacy had hired Kyle Allen Music to make music for the game. Upon making the music for Cheshire Town, Kyle Allen decided to remaster Vaneville Town's soundtrack located in Pokemon X and Y. Here's the original soundtrack. As we know it, Pokemon Brick Bronze ended up getting deleted in 2018, and Loomian Legacy ended up releasing 1 year later. With the release of Loomian Legacy, they ended up reusing a lot of the soundtracks that they had for Pokemon Brick Bronze. This included the soundtrack from Cheshire Town, which in reality was a remaster of a Pokemon soundtrack, something that they were originally not aware of. How did Loomian Legacy realize that they were using Pokemon assets in their game? Well, this is actually pretty funny. I personally listen to a lot of music the entirety of the day. I wake up, I listen to music. I eat, I listen to music. I go to bed, I listen to music. Some of the music I listen to includes a lot of Pokemon music. I have not played a single Pokemon game since 2010, but if you play any soundtrack from any Pokemon game, including the newer ones, I can recognize from which location and which game that soundtrack comes from. This was how I found out that Cheshire Town actually had Pokemon music. I was listening to the soundtrack of Vaneville Town, and then I realized that this was the same music that Loomian Legacy had in Cheshire Town. I proceeded to let Loomian Legacy know about this, something that they originally weren't notified about. After I told Loomian Legacy about this, they took immediate action on the situation. What did Loomian Legacy do in regards to this? When I notified them about the Pokemon soundtrack in their game, they immediately began working on a new soundtrack. 2 weeks later, Loomian Legacy went on to release a Sephrite City Battle Theater update, which included Route 7, Sephrite City, Sephrite Junkyard, and Bullet Campus. This also included 17 new Loomians, 18 new items, Trainer Mastery, a new soundtrack for Corrupt Roaming Loomians, and of course, a new soundtrack for Cheshire Town. The new soundtrack for Cheshire Town actually sounds very nice, however there's a lot of people that don't know the original reason for the change. So, here's the reason, which is a very valid reason. Here's how the new Cheshire Town music sounds like. With that being said, did you guys know about this? Did you guys learn anything new in this video? If you did, please let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm Armenti, and we lit.